Hey there, and welcome back to another episode of A Cup of Joe. My name is Joe Escobedo, and a question I get quite often is how do I get a new job? Now, a lot of people know that it's not only your skill set and your experience, but also your network, especially in Asia. So today I'll be sharing how you can use networking to get your next new role. And I'll be focusing particularly on a new role within your own organization. So why is networking important? Well, to answer that, there are two types of individuals usually. There's individuals like John, who is, the extrovert. He enjoys interacting with people. And because of his relationships within the organization, he's been able to climb the corporate ladder. Now, the other side is like Jane. So Jane is ambitious, but at the same time, her current network is really limited to the people in her department, so it's quite small. I think most people, myself in particular, could relate to Jane early on. So let's discuss how Jane can go about building her network. So first, Jane needs to overcome some common challenges. The first one is really, how do I get the courage to speak to strangers? I know I struggle with this one too. So the key here, or at least one of the keys, is to act confident. So fake it until you make it. So if you were faking it like you were confident, then a lot of the times you portray confidence. So that'd be a good way to showcase your confidence early on. And then remember, you're on the same team. So if you are networking with someone internally, it's a lot easier than networking someone externally because you already have that mutual bond. And as always, start with a smile. Approach someone with a smile. It's usually disarming. You look friendly, and generally people want to talk with you. The next challenge she needs to overcome is, how do I come up with small talk? Now, first she needs to understand that small talk to most people, myself in particular, is quite awkward. So you have to embrace that awkwardness early on. And secondly, you want to briefly introduce yourself, what you do, etc. But the key here is to really start questioning the other person, find out more about them. And in that way you can identify any mutual bonds, interests, and at that point the small talk becomes a bit more in-depth. And the last challenge he's really thinking is, look, I'm so busy. How do I find time to network? Well, take advantage of all the events in your current company, even if they're not in your department. If it's something that you think might be relevant to you or you can add value to, try to attend those events. Not only that, but make an effort to meet new people. So you can set own personal KPIs for yourself. So for example, every networking event, I need to meet 3 new people within the organization. By having that in the back of your mind, you are far more focused in your efforts. So Jane is, overcome the initial challenges. Now she really needs to start networking internally. So this is how she starts. So she meets Vish on the right, and she says, "Hi, I'm Jane. I'm currently in the operations division, but I'd like to move on to the corporate comms department. It sounds like fun. So you think you can help me?" What do you think Vish's thoughts are at this moment? He's like, "Say what?" Because a lot of the times we come off in this manner, especially when meeting someone. We talk a lot about ourselves. So what is the mistake that Jane made? She forgot a very simple principle when it comes to building relationships and rapport. And that is WIIFT. What does that mean? What's in it for them? So a lot of times we think of what's in it for us. So by networking with you, I'm going to be able to get a new job or, new opportunities, etc., etc. But a lot of the times, if you take the focus on the other person and really ask the question, what's in it for them? A lot of the times they're able to reciprocate the value that you are bringing to the table. So always remember that when you're networking. Okay, so with this in mind, she goes back to Vish. She tries again. She says, "Hey, I'm Jane. I work in the operations department. How about you?" And Vish says, "Hey, I just joined the corporate comms department." So Jane says, "Oh, cool. My friend Cheryl works in that department. I'm happy to introduce you to if you'd like." And Vish is like, "Yeah, awesome. That would be great." So what do you think are the differences between the two approaches? Which one do you think is more effective, and which one has worked best for you in terms of networking? Let me know in the comment section. I would love to hear it. If you're not connected with me already, connect with me on LinkedIn. And if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, share, and comment. Thanks, and see you next time.